It's the longest, toughest track in Supercross.
One of the most physically demanding tracks on the circuit.
Nearly 1 mile of thrilling jumps, sandy bumps, and deep ruts awaits the riders for 20 grueling laps inside Daytona International Speedway.
They're going to be side by side!
In a sport where only the fittest and fastest need apply.
What a great start! Moose Can got shot out of there!
Daytona provides the ultimate test of man and machine.
The Daytona Supercross!
This one is special.
Checkered flag, and Ryan Villapoto has done it again!
It's Supercross.
Just turn the bike and hit the throttle. Accelerate.
It's Daytona.
Whoa!
It's live on Fox Sports 1.
The sports cars are gone. The stock cars are gone. Now we brought in sand, we've dug in holes, and we basically ruined the beautiful tri-oval here at the Daytona International Speedway. We even added palm trees. That means it's time for the Daytona Supercross by Honda. And you're going to see it live tonight on Fox Sports 1. And we kick off our coverage with a Progressive pre-race show. We've had rain throughout the course of the week. Today was gorgeous, beautiful, sunny Daytona skies. Temperatures in the mid-70s. It's cooled off a little bit. Down to the mid-50s right now. Clear skies, though. We're ready to go racing here at the World Center of Racing. Hi, everybody. Ralph Shaheen, Jeff Emig, and Ricky Carmichael with you as we get set for a wonderful night of Supercross competition. Ricky, you built this racetrack. Take us for a lap.
Yeah, so there you go. You come out of the left-hand corner, pretty much a 180. Turn right, another 180, and these guys are just going to go double right here into a left-hand 180, and in the triple jump. I mean, a fan favorite. This place is packed tonight. There'll be fans all along the tri-oval section there. They turn left into a rhythm lane, kind of small. It slows the riders down. You go double, on, off those tabletops, okay? You shoot across here. This is a mechanics area. Now, some guys are hitting that, jumping over that big peak jump, okay? Then they come into this left-hander. Some guys going inside here. Some guys choosing to go outside. We'll see how that shapes up later on tonight in the race. Into another right-hand corner here, 180. These guys are doubling over that, and this is a different rhythm section here. Some guys are going double, triple like I did. Others are going triple double. So they go through the whoops section, turn left, 180. There's another inside line there that some guys are taking. Double, triple, double. Then you hit the triple jump. Fans will be loving that. Then you go through another little small whoop section, and then there's a lap.
There's a great look at the racetrack tonight. Ricky, of course, a Florida native who's had great success here at the Daytona International Speedway. Our Jenny Taft is down at the Chaparral starting gate with the appearance of another young rider, Jenny, who's hoping for great things here as well.
You're right, Ralph. Well, the rookie, Adam Cianciarulo, has been a thrill to watch so far this year, and he told me earlier he was so excited to be here because you guys grew up only 10 miles away in Port Orange, Florida, and I want to talk to Mom and Dad. First, Alan, you told me that you brought him here when he was 4 to a Supercross race. Did you always know that he would be here tonight?
I didn't know, but I know he was really determined at whatever he was doing, even at 4. So he actually drugged me here at 4 years old to see Ricky and see Jeremy. So the sign was there.
And Christy, Mom, for your family, I heard maybe Adam told me 70 family and friends were going to be here tonight. So what does it mean to you guys to be watching Adam tonight?
We just couldn't be more proud of him, and we're so excited to be so close to home so all our friends and family could come out. They've supported him all these years, and we're just glad to have him here. It's been a fun day.
Thanks so much. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys.
Jeff, you've won here as well in this event. What are these riders feeling right now? Daytona different than all the others?
Well, there's some excitement, but there's also some nervousness. Everybody knows that this track has been extremely tough today, and this hole shot in the heat is going to be key to qualifying for the main.
Getting ready for our first heat race. We're going to start with the 250s. 9 riders will transfer from here to the main event. There's Blake Baggett. Jeff, he's been having an issue with his hand today.
Yeah, had a little fall over. I believe it's his thumb that's a little bit banged up. But he does have a heat win so far this season. We'll see if he can do it again.
Baggett with a great start. Takes the whole shot and actually gaps the field pretty good here, Ricky.
Yeah, he does. He got an awesome jump out of the gate. You can see there, going double into the corner. He looked really good in practice despite his injury. You really couldn't tell.
And you notice there were a couple of riders just out of the first turn. A Yamaha rider and it looked like a Honda rider too. We'll try to get some numbers on who that was.
A couple of guys got shoved off the track. You see the 36 of Blake Wharton here on the Geico Honda chasing after Blake Baggett. On the green, Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki with the 52 coming along as well, giving chase here. I got quite a battle brewing already up front.
That's 57.
57.
Catanzaro.
Catanzaro right there.
Man, he came through that rhythm section fast. You can see there a couple guys you'll be seeing do a little bit different rhythm lane through there. And the whoops, man, these things are really tearing down. Are going to be a big factor tonight, later on in the event. Look at Catanzaro flying in the wood truck.
AJ Catanzaro coming on strong in 57, making a challenge for second, trying to get around Wharton. AJ cuts back inside.
He's trying everything he can do. Clearly faster, just cannot get around Wharton. See, they're burning inside line there. A couple more laps, that thing will have a nice little rut there.
Faith is behind them on the 49, running in 4th. And it's Alex Martin on the 55, Starling, Cunningham, Bogle, Owen, and the rest.
Crowd here at Daytona coming alive for something. The action here tonight has just been incredible already.
Well, the incident you're talking about, Jeff, took place back at the start. Let's go back and look at that.
Yeah, watch this rider here. Paul Coates, the 977 on that blue Yamaha. Oh, he gets sideways, and Bogle, 32 there on the Geico Honda, come across, clips him.
Oh,
and then
yeah, Levi Kilbarger ran him over.
Got
Actually,
into him
yeah,
also,
got into him. But there nowhere Levi could go.
Baggett continues to lead this one halfway through. Remember, top 9 go. You can see them scrolling across the top of the screen. Those top 9 all have that yellow arrow signifying they're in a transfer position.
Well, take a look at the lap times, guys. Baggett, fastest last time around, the 106.1. Qualifying today, this track at different times was so chewed up. And Adam Cianciarulo, the local kid, he was your fastest at a 104.9.
Wow.
Cianciarulo was faster than the 450 riders, the premier class that we're going to see coming up here later on tonight.
Watching Cunningham on the 30 making his way up through the field, gaining a little bit of ground here.
And this track is in such great shape now, Ricky, compared to what it was in qualifying practice. And even this section has changed a little bit that would actually help that lap time. Yet they're still not close to Cianciarulo's 104.
Well, that's right, but you know, when each lap these riders go, you know, complete a lap, the track gets deeper, rougher, the ruts get deeper. So, I mean, timing of when you go out there to set a lap is optimal.
Watching Owen on the 410, third bike in that group right there. He's falling back a little bit. Starling just in front of him on the 99. And then it's Cunningham there on the 30 as they sail over the jump.
Yeah, what's difficult at times about this track, even though the lighting is superb here, is you notice some of these areas where the dirt is dark, this real black sand. It's when the surface is flat, there's no shadows, but when those ruts really get dug in, as we have a battle for the final transfer position.
Yep, that's the 62 bike there, Oldenburg in 10th, who's making a run. He gets around the 410 Owen, and they're going to change that final transfer spot. They got a little ways to go yet to settle this skirmish.
Well, and what I was saying about that is those ruts get deep, and then the shadows, it gets hard to see, and you don't know how deep those ruts are. So you really have to use your instincts and remember from the lap before what the line was like and use your instincts to how the track is going to shape up.
Yeah, that's right. Instincts and predictions, Jeff. You know, you're exactly right. You know that turn was rough or deep lap before.
Now we're watching a fight for third here. Gavin Faith on that 49. He's got Catanzaro and Martin all giving him chase. Looking over that wall there.
Yeah, Faith putting in a great ride right now.
This is one of those spots, Ricky, where it goes down. You actually dig down into the dirt here to get some of the dirt that you need for the track.
That's right. Dig down, and it's amazing how it shapes up, just kind of digging down and letting it naturally take place. See the progression of how rough it gets.
Martin getting around Catanzaro.
These guys are taking...
Look at this, guys. Look at the 32 of Bogle.
Yeah.
He's now up to 6. Remember, he was the rider along with Paul Coates that was off the track. Coates was down, and Bogle has climbed his way here. Looks like he's making a move for 5th even.
He is making a move here. Bogle on the 32, giving him a run. Got 5th and continuing to charge up. Remember, top 9 go.
Wow, look at the flow that Bogle has right now. Turned the 3rd fastest lap last time at a 107.2. Baggett's still your fastest at a 106.1.
Bogle working, trying to charge around Martin in the blue.
Track is probably the best it's going to be, Jeff, for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
You know, he got some good ruts worked in at this point.
Look at Bogle moving different lines here. He's passed a lot of riders to get to this point. He's all over Alex Martin, the Yamaha rider. Takes a look at his shoulder. Bogle comes in, goes for the slam.
Now he comes up. There's Baggett at the checkers on the final lap. 1 to go. It's over. That's it. Checkers.
Wharton with the
second heat win of the year for Baggett. Wharton comes across the line in second. Faith, Bogle, Martin, the rest of the field finishing out the top 9. So 1 heat race is in, 9 guys are through. We're going to have heat number 2 for the 250s coming up when we return to Daytona. Welcome back to the Daytona Supercross, live here on Fox Sports 1. We want to make sure you're a part of our broadcast tonight. Get involved with us on social media. Use that hashtag SXOnFox. Send us your questions, comments, and certainly your pictures. We want to see them, how you guys are enjoying the Daytona Supercross around the globe tonight as you tune in for the coverage. Big crowd on hand, and they all got to see Blake Baggett get his 2nd heat race win of the year. There are the top 9 that are going straight through to the main, everybody else to the last chance qualifier. And we get a chance to talk to Blake here now. Congratulations, Blake, on the win. I know your hand was bothering you a little bit before. How's that feeling now?
Yeah, the hand's feeling a little bit better. I got it taped up. Had a big crash in practice, but worked through that, and we're here at Daytona. There's nothing more to love. This place is awesome. I like coming back here every year, and worked a lot on starts this week with Kurt Hendrickson back at home to try to change things around.
Hey, Blake, great start there. It's obviously going to be important in the main event, but the track looks a whole lot better now than what it was in qualifying practice, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. They fixed, all the braking bumps and most of the faces, so it's just going to get deeper and deeper as the night goes on, and the triple lips are what's really technical.
All right, Blake, well, good luck to you in the main. We'll all take notice of the fact you started from that far gate over there, closest to the inside, and I'm sure the rest of the competition did. We'll see if that plays out throughout the rest of the night.
For sure. Thanks, guys.
Okay, pal. That's where he was in that far inside, and he used it to his advantage. Rocking it out of the gate, straight to the front and on to a win. How will that impact T2? We'll find out when we come back for more from Daytona. Back here at the Daytona International Speedway. Getting ready for heat number 2 for the 250s. Engines coming to life. We're getting ready to go racing. Here's how the show's going to go tonight. 2 heats for each class and a last chance qualifier in each division. We're going to have a main event, 15 laps for the 250s, 20 laps for the 450s, and of course we do have 2 semis, but those are only for the 450 riders. Now, Jeff mentioned it earlier that young Adam Cianciarulo right there on the number 46 was the quickest rider of all today, Jeff, even faster than the quickest to the 450s, which was Dean Wilson.
Yeah, faster than the premier class. Now, what's interesting is if you've been watching the broadcast this year, you know Cianciarulo and Villapoto both qualify. They both train together. They've got a little side bet between the two of them. Whoever qualifies the fastest gets $100 from the other rider. Adam is $200 up on the 3-time reigning Supercross champion Ryan Villapoto, and he's a rookie.
Yeah, you have to get pretty deep into Villapoto's pocket before you make a dent.
It's exceptional that the 250s are qualifying this fast this year. It's been really special. They've been quick.
A lot like 97, right?
Yeah, there was this little guy on 125 back in the days. That's pretty cool.
What was that kid's name again?
Ricky something.
Something or other. 30-second board is up. We're about ready to go. She's going to exit the side. And there she goes towards the palm trees. Now Adam's in the same spot as Baggett. Let's see if it works here. Yep, 2 whole shots in a row at that spot. But there is another challenger involved. I believe that was Martin on the 19 who jumps into the early lead, though.
Yeah, what he did is he checked up early. Those guys came in a little hot. He cruised around the inside and pinned it, and was perfect position for that next right-hander.
Yeah, and all the Yamaha fans out there, they know that Jeremy Martin has had some problems this season. Failed to qualify in the first 2 rounds, was 3rd in his heat last week. But
here comes Cianciarulo. He goes for the lead. Martin falls back to 2nd. Davalos is running in 3rd.
So you're watching 2 riders that really, coming into the season, should have been pretty evenly matched. One rider has the ultimate confidence, being Cianciarulo, and Martin, he's trying to build his confidence back up. And this is a great way to do that by getting a good start in this heat.
It's Jimmy Dakotas running back there in 4th. Martin Davalos battling with Martin. They're squabbling over 2nd place. Here they come as we watch from our kart cam.
Of course, Martin Davalos, he's the only rider this season that's won all 3 of his heat races. He's about to show us why here, because these heat races, he really pours on the speed.
So now the 2 Pro Circuit Kawasaki guys running 1st and 2nd. Martin Davalos right there on the 31.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to have to bring it because Adam Cianciarulo is on the gas. We're talking about how fast his qualifying practice was. So we're going to see what Martin can do here.
And they run 1 and 2 in the points, too. Cianciarulo leading the 250 East Championship by 5 over Davalos.
Yeah, what a contrast. Cianciarulo, the rookie, Davalos, a 9-year veteran in this class, and riding the same team. Pretty much, have the same equipment.
That's why Adam runs that red number plate as a points leader in this championship.
And Jeremy needs to get it going here. Not making the first 2 main events and horrible main event last weekend. He needs to ride like he knows how to.
Dakotas on the red Honda right behind him on that Rockstar KTM is Thompson on the 52 in the black riding gear. Thompson's really coming on strong here, making a challenge. He's picked up a lot of ground on Dakotas. Good look, trying to get to the inside. Can't get it done there.
Thompson has had 3 top 10s in the main this year. Dakotas had a 15th and a pair of 7ths. Both riders really starting to get comfortable this season. Show some good speed. Oh, look at Dakotas. He doubled over that little pit there.
Yeah, that little
design.
Yeah, and the lip too. It has a little lip coming out of that pit. He jumped over that, set him up perfect.
You had something similar last year, but the design has changed.
Yeah, it has changed a little bit, and try to switch it up. But these guys get so creative. You design things, and they do stuff you never think that they would. Pretty cool.
You see it one way when you're laying it out, and then they show you a different idea, huh?
Yeah, a lot of creativity.
This shot is so great. It gives you an idea just how fast these guys get through these obstacles, and getting through them is really a lot of what it's about, not losing that momentum.
Momentum is so important, especially how long these straightaways are. A lot of time to be made up, and also a lot of time to be lost. So you got to get your corners right, soak those jumps up. kind of push through them instead of going so high. You see a lot of these guys what we call scrubbing speed, which means as they're going up the face, you see kind of lean the bike over on the face of the jump, and they kind of good way to keep this momentum up.
Let's take a look at this replay here. Zimmer and Peters get together here. Jeff, go down.
Okay, watch right here. The 79 is Zimmer. He clips the back. Well, he gets ran over by Peters, but wow.
Let's go back and take a look with our SX mode. Here's Adam Cianciarulo.
His hand was on the bar a little weird right there, but good shot here coming into this left-hander. Watch how he gets on the brakes. Slides forward on the seat, gets his left boot out in front of the front axle. Good shot of how that loam and that grassy loam area here on this Daytona racing surface is.
Such a big night for Adam. Talking to him earlier, so many friends and family here. His first time getting an opportunity to race here at Daytona. Everybody wanting to get a little piece of him this afternoon, signing autographs, taking pictures with him while he was trying to stay focused, hoping to really have an opportunity to celebrate with them later on.
Doesn't look like it's bothering him too much, that's for sure.
Yeah, he definitely is focused, and looking at these lap times, he's been at 105 flat basically the whole time. Now Davalos has gone quicker, about 3/10. He's in the 104.7. So Davalos, the only other rider here inside the 104 besides Adam's qualifying time here today. So as we're on the final lap, the local kid here, Adam Cianciarulo, may get a little bit of company from his teammate and challenge him for this heat win.
Davalos giving chase. Ricky, as you watch Adam, you had a chance to see him grow up quite a bit. What do you like about his riding style? What does he do really well?
Well, I just, you know, he doesn't leave anything on the table. He goes for it. And I just like him as a person. He's a great kid. And
problems for Cianciarulo. And Davalos rolls right past.
I thought he was slow when he landed off that single.
Oh, man, hard to tell what the problem is.
You know, in the West Coast, Dean Wilson had what looks to be a similar problem. See, it's moving. The bike is going, obviously. We'll have to see if it catches back up.
And they simulated that on the dyno and couldn't replicate the problem that
Let's take
Wilson
a look
had.
here. See, he comes over this jump, and he can tell that something's wrong. Yeah, nothing physically happened. This looked like purely machine.
You can see him
turning
the throttle, and nothing goes, and Davalos goes on to the win.
Four straight heat wins for Martin Davalos, and he got lucky on that one that his teammate had
and
a
look at
mechanical.
Martin's across the line, so Cianciarulo still hasn't gotten there. Thompson Dakota's Adam finally crosses in 5th, so he's going to make it straight to the main. Well, there goes the gate pick that he was hoping to have for the main event. That could be so crucial.
Well, it is crucial, and riders, you have to have so much confidence in your machine. When something goes wrong like that, it can, not always, but it can affect your confidence heading into that main event.
He will go right back to the Pro Circuit rig, and they will tear that bike apart, trying to find the problem. Good look at the starting gate. That'll be the first of the 450 heat races getting into the gates over there now, getting lined up. We'll have that for you in just a second. But Martin Davalos is ready to chat with us as you take a look at the results from heat number 2. Those are the 9 riders. They're going to go through straight to the main. Everybody else to the LCQ. There's Martin. Hey, Martin, congratulations on the win. But listen, I got to ask you, obviously we saw Adam have his issues with the bike. We know Dean Wilson had the same kind of a problem back in Oakland. How much of that is playing on your mind right now?
Well, you know, I was just trying to ride my own race, and, you know, I feel really bad for Adam. You know, he's riding such a good heat race, and I was just trying to learn some lines out there, trying to change it up a little bit, but obviously he had a mechanical problem, and, you know, I feel bad for him. You know, it's not a good way to win, but, you know, I'm just looking forward for the main event. I got to get a good start, you know, out there. The track's going to be very gnarly, and, you know, I'm battling some sickness, so just want to get consistent starts and battle up there with the guys.
Martin, what do you think that the toughest part of the track is for you, and where do you see as the night goes on going to be the roughest part?
I think, you know, after the mechanics area, that wall, if you can get through that clean, and I mean, you can make up so much time. I mean, we were jumping over the wall in practice, and now they built a difference. So, you know, it's going to play how the bumps build up, and, you know, if you can get a good bump and jump over it, that's going to save a lot of energy and a lot of time.
All right, Martin, go rest up. We'll see you in the main event as you go for win number 2 this year. We go straight to the pits where Jenny Taft is caught up with your teammate. Here's Adam.
Thanks, Ralph. We want to get an update on what happened out there for you. You were leading for most of that race, and then the final lap had some problems.
Yeah, I just came off those tables before the wall jump, before the mechanics area. Just landed. Unfortunately, something happened with the bike. Just kind of bogged down, and I actually thought it was going to shut off right there, but luckily I made it to the finish line, so I don't have to go to the LCQ. You know, nobody's fault. This stuff happens, and yeah, my team's on it right now, swapping motors, and yeah, so we'll come back for the main event. Not the gate pick I would like, but you know, I feel good tonight, and yeah, just got to regroup and do my best in the main.
Thanks for your time, Adam. We'll see you out there.
Well, we'll see if they can dissect that problem for Cianciarulo and get the 46 ready to go. All 3 of the Pro Circuit guys are through and into the main. 450s are ready to go. When we come back to the World Center of Racing. One of the coolest parts about attending the Daytona Supercross by Honda is if you're one of the fans, you can actually come stand right on the tri-oval that the stock cars and sports cars go racing across to watch our Supercross riders in action. It's an amazing opportunity for the fans to get so close to the action. Well, let's touch base with Jenny Taft down the Chaparral starting gate.
Well, the track has already proved to be difficult for a few different riders. I have some injury updates. Unfortunately, we are not going to see Ivan Tedesco racing tonight in the 450 class. He was injured in practice. And also Eli Tomac. He has re-injured his shoulder, the same shoulder that he injured in the first week in Anaheim 1. He will not be coming back tonight. It was nice to see him do well on the podium last week in second, but he won't be racing here tonight.
Well, and Tedesco had such a scare just a week ago at Indianapolis, getting those legs wedged up in there. That video clip shown on every major sports show across the country.
Yeah, and I spoke to Ivan after practice. He said he went down in the last set of whoops right before the finish line on the last lap of the last practice. I mean, it's been a rough couple of weeks for the KTM rider. Okay,
so it's Villopoto on the 1, Dungey on the 5, Michael Alessi on the 800. That's Brayton on the 10, and then Barsha there on the 51, and it looks like Tickle over here on the 20. And we know that gate where Villopoto is a hot spot to start. Let's see how it works with the 450s. Well, it's going to be Alessi getting the whole shot, and one rider down hard. Looked like one of the Yamaha riders went down. And Alessi's got the lead with Villopoto right behind him. And then Barsha back there on the 51. And Dungey contesting in 4th on the 5.
Yeah, there for a second, I thought Justin Barsha there, the 51 on that red Honda, that he was going to sweep around the outside of Alessi and take that hole shot. But Mike Alessi, once again, superb off the gate.
Villopoto, the 3-time and reigning champ, leads the points this year. He's got 23 up on Dungey.
Alessi, of course, has 2 heat race wins this season. Had a great main event going 1 week ago before he crashed. But Mike Alessi really showing some good speed lately.
He's had an incredibly up and down season. Getting his first career heat race win earlier this season. Caught up in the controversy at Atlanta. It's been a wild ride for Mike Alessi, but one thing has not changed for him, and that's been his starts. He's been razor sharp every week with that.
Here you see Barsha choosing the alternate line there. A very rough section of the track through there, even though it looks easy because it's relatively flat. There's been some problems. Different riders throughout the day today have had issues through that section. Ryan Villopoto being one of them.
I'm pretty impressed with Justin Barsha coming off his little couple weeks off from his injury at Atlanta. Here he is here, right behind the champ. Look at that!
Look at the sky from Barsha!
And the crowd comes alive here.
They loved it, and Barsha is gaining on Villopoto. Here he comes, trying to get to the outside. Powers off the corner. It's not going to be enough yet. as Villapoto keeps the edge on Barcia.
Well, look at Barcia, overjumped that last double, wheeling the little roller before the whoops, trying to carry so much speed.
Wow, he just tripled that out of the corner. He went triple.
Yeah,
so too many guys do that.
Pulled through there.
Yeah,
Man, he just definitely pulled away from him. Barcia going to the inside here. Follows him through that corner. Let's go back and take a look at the SX modes. Go super slow-mo. Watch Barcia just launch into the Daytona sky.
Yeah, so Villapoto's jumping to here. Barcia going all the way over 3 jumps. Wow. And look how hard the Honda lands right there. Just buries the tire in. That section has changed all day long.
What would you say?
Aired it out.
Well, 30 feet in the sky through there?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, that jump that he's hitting is so steep.
It's not necessarily
It's boosting
faster,
him.
but it is definitely building him some fans here.
Certainly more spectacular.
Yeah, you're in the crowd come alive. That's because he aired it out again.
Here's Dungey on the 5. And the rest of the crew coming after him. Seeley on the 21. Brayton on the 10. Tickle on the 20. Albertson back there on the 77. Remember, here we take 4 riders out of these 450 heat races straight to the main. So that's Alessi, Villapoto, Barcia, and Dungey right now.
Alessi and Villapoto, both in the 104 second lap times, 104.8s for both riders. Barcia and Dungey, 105.
Halfway through this heat race, and Alessi continues to lead by almost, well, he's 1.6 seconds in front of Villapoto. Well, we thought maybe it was Brayton that crashed at the start. We said it was a Yamaha rider. Instead, it's his teammate, the 33 of Josh Graham. Watch him in the red riding gear.
You watch the blue fenders here. Barcia pushes him wide. He spins out, just like in that 250 heat race. He gets nailed by another rider, just like Coates did earlier.
And now Villapoto trying to reel in Mike Alessi. Alessi on the 800. Here he comes. Alessi with a great run. He's charging after him. Coming up alongside. He's going to clear it.
It cuts Alessi's line there, so he had no chance to retaliate through that little chicane after the finish line jump. But Villapoto has really came alive. Just turned a 103.4, the fastest lap of the day.
That's moving.
Yes, sir.
He's going really fast in the whoop section there, making up so much time.
Well, and
look at this. They're jumping over that now. That pit, we got Doug in there jumping over that, and that's what Barcia is doing. He's jumping over that pit and launching that jump.
Oh, right there. He just doubled over that little section there. Yep. Alessi did it too. Barcia misses it.
It's been a rough day for Ryan Villapoto, though. Watch this from practice earlier today. A vicious crash for the reigning champion. Had all of us catching our breath.
No words needed right there. He gets loose, throws the bike down. Here's the onboard. It's amazing that his GoPro stayed on as hard as he went down, and he would get right back up.
Yeah.
So
thank goodness he's
look
okay.
may be worse than what it was. Obviously, he has recovered from that, and the 3-time champion is focused on getting another win here at Daytona. He is absolutely on fire right now. Just turned to 104. Alessi at 107, and Barcia 106. Dungey, your next fastest rider, at a 105.
Ryan Villapoto had 9 heat race wins a year ago. This will only be his 3rd, and we're pretty deep into the season. It's been an interesting year for him, although he does lead the points by 23 over Ryan Dungey.
Definitely a different championship than what he has experienced before. He's faced a lot of adversity so far this season, but his worst finish is a 5th.
But when he needs to, he can turn it on pretty strong. And Villapoto does it again here in this heat race as he gets win number 2. Alessi, Barcia, and Dungey are going to go through. The rest of the field, Seeley on back, will go to a semi. Not through there, and they'll have one more shot in the last chance qualifier. We'll hear from Ryan Villapoto when we come back to Daytona. Heat 2 is already in the gate for the 450s. We're going to get a few more riders. We'll see Dean Wilson and James Stewart in this one. Here are the 4 guys that are transferring out of Heat 1. Filipotto, Alessi, Barsha, and Dungey. Everybody else to one of the 2 semis coming up in a little bit. And we go right down trackside to where Ryan Filipotto's got a microphone and ready to chat with us. 1:03.4, quickest lap of the day. Pretty impressive, Ryan. Where'd that come from?
You know, I got out to a pretty good start, and then Mike was riding well, but couldn't let him have another one.
There you go. Having a little sip of your Monster Energy there. I saw you tripling out of that far back corner. Were you guys doing that in practice? And
you were kind of able to get the first one in practice, but not as clean as I was there. Big B was on me all day about jumping that thing, so I was able to pull it off there. Obviously, as you guys could see, they did a little bit of track maintenance, but track's going away quick.
All right, Ryan, well, that was a great run. We're glad to see you're feeling okay after that practice incident. Certainly didn't slow you down any. Go get rested up, and we'll see you in the main.
Thanks, guys.
Well, the champ is through. How about Wilson and Stewart? How will they go in their heat race? That's coming up. We're going to drop that game here in just a minute. News Sports Network, Fox Sports 1. Live from Madison Square Garden, the only place the Big East Tournament is on Fox Sports 1, streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Well, there's Dean Wilson on the 15. He was the fastest of the 450 riders. Chad Reed, CR22, if you want to find him on Twitter, tweeting in. Of course, Wilson filling in for him on the team as Reed is on the sidelines due to injury. Boy, Wilson's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, he was our fastest qualifier today with a 1:05.9. Remember, Filipotto just turned the fastest lap of the day with a 1:03.4, so the track quite a bit quicker than when these guys were qualifying.
James Stewart there on the 7 has the spot that seems to be one of the better places to be in the gate lineup tonight.
Yeah, it does. It didn't work out for the last 250 heat, though. You see Jeremy Martin cut inside of those guys. We'll see what happens here.
All right, here we go. Final heat race of the night from Daytona. Wilson with a good start. He's going to get the whole shot. Stewart's going to follow him on the 7. Try to get around the outside. Can't get it done there.
Stewart tried to cut down. He knew that those riders would be coming to the inside, and it was short. Roxon, Hill, Hahn back there. But what a great start for Dean Wilson, who was working with the team this week. Michael Byrne, Chad Reed, everybody out at the test track working on things. And he said his starts just weren't where they needed to be. Now he executes a whole shot in the heat race, so I'd say his starts are on point.
Stewart pacing him through here as they went past the mechanics area. Follows him through the same line. There goes Roxon around the outside on the 94. Red Bull KTM rider.
You got Hill back there. You got Malcolm Stewart, James's little brother, up to 6th. Now he's made his way past Hahn.
Watching from kart cam here as we run along with Wilson and Stewart. Wow, look at the speed of James Stewart through there, Ricky.
Yeah, that was fast. He kept a lot of momentum, hit that inside line.
These riders look a little bit timid right now. Like we've talked about, this track is so much different for them now than what it was earlier today in qualifying practice. Plus, there's been 3 other heat races. About another lap, you're going to really see these guys pull the trigger and drop those lap times.
Here's Roxon, short right behind him on another KTM. Then Hill on the 75, battling with Malcolm Stewart as they fight over 5th. Remember, it's 4 riders out of the 450 heats that go through straight to the main.
Look at this whoop section right here. They have to jump in over the first whoop and then try to get the bike leveled out and skim across the top of those whoops there. You see Roxon nailing that triple out of the turn where Ryan Filipotto said was one of the key parts of the track to help him with that 1:03 lap time.
This little section right through here is where Stewart was so quick the last lap, still not able to get around Wilson. The gap stays at about a second even.
I'm not too concerned about the lap times comparing him to the other class because the track is starting to deteriorate now. The ruts are getting deep. It's getting, you know, a lot of acceleration bumps coming out of the corners, braking bumps coming into the corner. So you can't really judge these guys' time the other time.
Here's Roxon. Look at the 94 closing in.
Hey, but Ricky, did you see out of that last turn there when they headed down the straightaway, James was all the way on the inside, the riders left through those tabletops. He went through that first big dip, and coming across the mechanics area, he was all the way on the right, then he goes back to the left again, going into the turn. So Stewart using all of the track.
Tell you what, Roxon's looking pretty good. He's closing in on Stewart.
Yeah, he's inching up on James there.
Watch this here.
He's tripling out of the corner.
Got it.
But they're heading into the area where James has really got some speed. After the finish line jump, here's where he turns it on.
Well, he's got a nice rhythm through there. He does a little wheelie tap, hits that jump, and then floats over a couple more bumps.
And Malcolm Stewart, James's younger brother, is on that 34 there in the blue riding gear. And he's caught up to Short. This is his 450 debut in his career in Supercross racing. Malcolm bigger than his brother, and if you talk to Big James, their father, he will tell you Malcolm is much better suited for riding and racing on the 450 than the smaller 250.
Wow, look at Malcolm.
Look at the speed he carried there. He goes for it like Barsha did. And boy, that really helps him close in on the 29 is Short. And then he went to the outside, railed around that berm, and continues to carry that all-important momentum with him.
Yeah, definitely you know, I think the 450 suits his riding style a lot better, Ralph, like you were saying.
There he goes, inside, side by side, bar to bars. Our kart camp chases with him.
Nice pass there from Malcolm Stewart, and that was just being aggressive and the confidence that he has jumping across what, Ricky, you call that the gator pit there, coming across the start?
Yeah, I just
carrying the momentum. You can definitely tell that he is comfortable on that Troy Lee Honda here tonight.
Big brother James not able to get rid of Dean Wilson just yet. The Dean really gets off that wall good, though, Jeff.
Our top three is really starting to tighten up here. Dean Wilson's done a great job just holding his line.
I'll tell you what, that's about to be fourth because Malcolm's still coming hard here. Look at, he's charging right through here.
Last time around, Malcolm had the third fastest lap, even though he was in fifth at the time, passed for fourth at a 105. All the top four are running right there to 105.
Four riders are going to transfer through, and in his debut, if Malcolm Stewart can keep it going, he's going to go straight to the main. Dean Wilson, final lap. He's led every lap here in this heat race.
Well, and now the pressure's on with Dean Wilson. Let's see if James Stewart here pulls the trigger and really starts to show some aggression. Of course, Stewart with the most heat race wins this year. He's won 6. Roxon's the next closest with 3. For Dean Wilson, even though this is only a heat race, a win would mean a lot.
Oh, there it is. That was it. I thought he was going to be able to take advantage of it. He launched himself. Still not able to catch Wilson just yet. They got about half a lap to go here. Let's see if James can work some magic and make a move on Dean Wilson. He goes to the outside.
It was impressive, but it definitely wasn't faster. There was a lot of air time there.
Coming into this whoop section. Ooh, I thought James was going to get up on that front wheel. Not going to happen. Dean Wilson, a couple of jumps away from his first career 450 heat win. Malcolm Stewart takes a fourth, and he's going straight to the main in his 450 career debut. Wilson has got 5 250 heat race wins already this year. Gets his first career 450 heat win here at Daytona. Big welcoming sign for all the bikers that are in town for Bike Week. Welcome to Daytona Beach. All the activity already picking up down on Main Street. Plenty to eat, plenty to see. It all began back in 1937 when the bikes started rolling in to Daytona for some springtime fun. Dean Wilson had a lot of fun in heat number 2 here, getting his first career 450 win. James Stewart, Ken Roxon, and Malcolm Stewart transferring straight through to the main event. Dean Wilson is ready to chat with us. Congratulations, Dean, on that first career 450 heat win. You got a 105.1 as your quickest. We saw Villapoto uncork a 103. Are you concerned about that difference in time or the way the track is going? Is that just one of those laps he got lucky with?
I don't know. I mean, Villapoto's a great rider, but I don't know. I mean, I just, that was my first heat race win on the 450 class, and yeah, the track's pretty gnarly out there, so I was just kind of trying to hit my lines and made a few mistakes, and I was a little bit slow after the finish line. I could always hear Stewart behind me there, so I need to pick that up. But other than that, it was a great race for me, and more importantly, my start was good, so I'm happy about that.
Hey, Dean, let's talk about the start. Now, this week you were working with Chad Reed and everyone on the team. Michael Byrne was down there, and there's a lot of talk about you practicing your starts, and you even mentioned to me during track walk today that, man, I'm just not that good off the starts, but I would disagree. Walk us through this whole shot here in this heat.
Well, I got to give a shout out to Burner and Chad on this one because I never heard the end of it all week. But yeah, honestly, I just focused on getting forward, and I seen I had the start, and then I got my shift, and yeah, it felt awesome to get around that first corner first, and then yeah, it was really good. So yeah, I'm really happy. I ate a lot of haggis this week, so I'm feeling really good, and I think that's honestly what helped me. And I just want to give a shout out to everybody that supported me. 22 Motorsports, Discount Tire, those boys. Obviously Chad put me on the team and filling in for him, and of course my main sponsors, Monster Energy, Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, Thor, Dunlop, Parts1 Limited, Scott Vance, Volcom, my Toyota Vescandido, can't forget them, and my riding coach Sam, trainer Rhino, Chad, anybody, and hello to my mom and dad sitting at home.
I don't think you missed anybody, Dean. And by the way, RC said he'd like some of that haggis if you could bring some up to him a little later on, okay?
No, all right, I'll keep it quiet.
All right. We'll see you a little later, Dean. Go get ready. I'm sure Reedy's going to have some words for you. All right. Well, Dean Wilson is through. So's Malcolm Stewart, big brother James. Semis, the last chance qualifiers still to come. The lighting tonight for the Supercross at Daytona International Speedway has been provided by the folks at Musco. And they've done a great job of turning nighttime into daytime here, so we go racing under the lights here at Daytona. We've got I don't want to say we have really a tire war going on, but we've got a pretty good battle brewing these days between the folks at Dunlop and Pirelli and what they've been learning from the competition on the